Cybercrime is the greatest threat to every company in the world and one of the biggest problems with mankind. With more people working from home, cybersecurity has never been more important for anyone who uses the internet. But as cybercriminals adapt to the ever-changing cybersecurity and regulatory landscapes, which may pave the way for new and unforeseen threats, it is crucial for us to adopt a comprehensive security approach to protect ourselves against these risks, as no one is immune to the risk of a breach. Remy Afon, president of the Cybersecurity Expert Association of Nigeria, shares some insights on this.
Remy, glad to have you on the show today.
Yeah, it's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Awesome. What would you describe as the cybersecurity landscape for 2021 going into 2022?
Cybersecurity landscape in 2021, we witnessed a lot of cybersecurity attacks. There were a lot of unprecedented cybersecurity attacks in 2021. Just recently, just last month, in December 9, there was this acute remote code execution vulnerability reported in the Apache logging package, which we call Log4j. Within 24 hours, there more than 3.7 million hacking attempts were made to exploit this vulnerability. And that's to tell you the level of attacks that we faced in 2021. There were a lot of ransomware attacks in 2021, and we are expecting a lot more in 2022. In 2021, there are about 37% of global organizations said that they witnessed one form of ransomware attack or the other. And in 2022, this is expected to rise. Even in Nigeria, a lot of organizations witnessed cyber attacks, from ransomware to denial of service attacks. But because people don't report in Nigeria, we have the issue of reporting. So a lot of organizations, just kept quiet and continue as business as usual. So we are unable to come up with statistics of ransomware attacks in Nigeria.
So this is 2022 now, the very beginning. Should we be worried as Nigerians when it comes to cybersecurity?
Yeah, absolutely. We should be worried because the cyber criminals are not relenting in their efforts. There's going to be a lot of attack vectors and attacks that will take place in 2022. We are looking at more of ransomware, more of denial of service attack, business emails compromise, social engineering. As Nigeria is even moving towards election coming up in 2023, we should know that there's going to be what we call deep fakes and fake news. Deep fakes are just videos, images, audio recordings that are manipulated by artificial intelligence technology. We're going to be seeing that a lot, that people will be manipulating politicians and be claiming that they said it, they said that, just to confuse people as the election is coming nearer.
Let's narrow down on the government, right? Do you think we have enough framework to better protect Nigerians on the internet?
We do have framework, but the problem is implementation. Luckily, just recently, the Office of the National Security Advisor just reviewed the National Policy and Strategy. It's a very good document, and if fully implemented, then we should be in a good position to respond to cyber attacks. And also with the Nigerian National Cybersecurity Coordination Center that has just been put into place by the government on paper. If it's properly implemented, the purpose of that coordination center is to be like a focal point for cybersecurity incidents, response and monitoring. So if it's properly monitored and properly implemented, that will be a good place for Nigeria to be able to coordinate cyber attacks that's coming in, and also for organizations to tap into that particular coordinating unit.
Yes, so I was going to go there. As a stakeholder, do you think that this year would see some seriousness when it comes to implementation?
So the onus is on government. I'm not part of the government. So let's hope the government is going to implement it. We've seen a situation in the past whereby government come up with policy and strategy, but they are not properly implemented, or they are not even implemented at all. For example, let me give you a case of that of the data privacy law. There's a data privacy bill that we were pushing for several years. The National Assembly sent the bill to the president, but the president did not assent to it. So now we don't have a data protection law in the country. Although we can have some people organizations coming up with some regulation, but we need a law. We've been saying that all this while, but nothing has been done about that. So there's a need for proper implementation. So let's hope that 2022, our government will take cybersecurity more seriously.
Okay, individuals, Remy, today, most people use all kinds of social media, all kinds of tools, all kinds of apps, solutions, and all this stuff. What are some of your thoughts when it comes to how individuals can stay safe in 2022?
Individuals, most of the time we overlook individuals when it comes to cyber attacks, and then a lot of individuals are victims of cyber criminals. One of the most common cyber attacks, that is going to reign in 2022 is this cryptocurrency fraud. A lot of people are looking for ways of, investing their money in cryptocurrency. So cyber criminals are leveraging on that. They are advertising that, oh, come and invest in this coin. And they do that on social media, advertise it, and they use what we call artificial intelligence to generate likes and generate comments. You see several comments, several likes, and before you know, you want to invest there and you lose your money. So we have to be very careful about cryptocurrency fraud. That's one. Then as individuals, there are some things that we need to do as well to regularly update our systems, and make sure you have antivirus in place. Be wary of social engineering, whereby people call you and claim that I'm calling from XYZ bank. Your account will recognize as a suspicious account movement in your account that you should, you get a code coming up now, and when you look at that code, you should dictate that code to them. They are compromising your two-factor authentication doing that. So you should be conscious of social engineering, and also make sure you protect your digital assets. We have a lot of presence online now. We need to start protecting our digital assets. Start protecting your accounts, your email accounts, your social media accounts. Make sure you implement what we call a two-factor authentication, or multi-factor authentication. What that means is that it's not only password alone that we use to log in, because cyber criminals can steal your password. I think if you go to dark web, there are so many passwords, that have been sold in there. So it's quite easy for cyber criminals to get your password. So you need another layer of security, and that's what we call multi-factor authentication, which can be enabled in all the social media accounts, by making sure that by the time you want to log in, it asks you for something else, maybe send a code to your phone, then you'll be able to put in that code, or prompt you to obviously confirm that you are the one logging in. Also, protect your digital assets in the sense that protect yourself. Because of this insecurity, a lot of people disclose where they are staying, where they are going online. Make sure that your geolocation is disabled. A lot of insecurity in the country. You don't want to expose where you are to kidnappers and tell them, I'm in a particular place in Wuse, and before you know it, they come to your to where you are, and you're making life easy for them. So make sure that what you are posting, you're very careful about that, and you are very careful information that you share.
Yeah, I mean, Remy, these things you just shared now are things I already do. I don't share my location anymore. I keep my geolocation off. There's some things that I do already. So I just want to say a big thank you to you for sharing your thoughts with us, and I wish you all the best, Remy.
Thank you very much, and Happy New Year once again.
Thank you. Happy New Year, boy.